Yes, on the show, we only allow whole numbers, not fractions. Now, speaking of those whole numbers and not fractions, Lily, you've been working hard over the break, and I can tell that you've solved it.
Yep, I solved it. I'll talk you through it. Now, 50 plus 2 by 6 by 3 is, 6 by 3 is, of course, 18. 18 times 50 is 900, and then 18 times 2 is 36. Add them together is 936. We're three away, so 75 divided by 25 is 3. Take that away is 933.
Great piece of work. I can see why that might have taken you a little bit longer, though. But it's another really good example of the 75 and 25 producing that critical small number, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice example.
Good work. Well done, Lily. So, we have solved our mathematical problem. Now, we have some very interesting directions in terms of the words, because last night, David, we were talking about onomatopoeia and, you know, that whole link between words and sounds and so on. We're going to stay with sound tonight, aren't we?
Staying in the dimension of sound, and I've got a quiz for you, Richard. I'm going to show you a picture, and I'm going to ask you, I'm trying to get that straight, which do you think is Kiki and which do you think is Booba?
Ooh, making that connection. I have to say Booba is kind of like the cloud, and Kiki is the little sparkly thing, whatever A is.
You're not alone, in fact. There was a gentleman called Chris Westbury who did a very similar test in the University of Alberta in Canada, and 95% of the subjects tested actually agreed with you that Kiki, with that short vowel sound and the jarring consonant, describes something that is spiky. Just as Booba, with the long vowel and that continuant B it's called, has that lovely airflow of something soft and round.
And neither of them are real words.
That's right, they're invented. And what we're entering here is the fascinating world of phonesthetics, or sound symbolism, where words essentially sound like what they describe. Now, we know that onomatopoeia is words that actually have that sound, but here, this is words such as flit and flicker and flee and fly, which actually don't make a sound, but they're all very quick in their meaning, so they're spiky. Just as words like glow and glisten and glimmer, all of which do not have a sound to themselves, but clearly that's the sound that is associated with light and something that is sort of full and flowing. Now, this has great potential for things like branding, but also enters that idea that sometimes you can identify what a word may mean by the quality of its sound rather than its grammar or its meaning. So it's a really interesting area of language called phonesthetics.
Thank you, David. Great.
Pleasure.
Going back to our scores, Jeff is leading strongly on 22 at the moment as we head for some more letters. And Eddie, in there.
Let's start with a consonant, please.
Thank you. R.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And a consonant, please.
P.
And a vowel, please.
O.
And back to a consonant.
T.
And a consonant, please.
S.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And a consonant, please.
K.
And another consonant, please.
And last letter, G.
Time to think. What did you come up with that time, Eddie?
6.
And Jeff?
I'll try another 8.
Hold it for a moment. Let's go with that 6 first.
Just poster.
Poster? Poster is a good word. It's just that we've got Jeff coming up with 8s here. What have you got, Jeff?
Portages.
Portages is a very good word, David.
That's a great word. The question is, can you pluralise portage, which is the act of carrying? And if you ever go rafting on the Franklin River, you will know that portage can be pluralisable.
You can do it many times.
Many times, in fact, you do. That is the act of carrying rafts and equipment around rapids.
Very nicely found. Great score for Jeff of 8 points. Well, that was a nice score in the previous round. Jeff, what would you like this time?
I'll have a consonant, thank you.
Thank you. H.
And another consonant.
M.
And a third.
S,
And a fourth.
C,
And a vowel, please.
I,
A second vowel.
E,
And a third.
U,
A consonant.
D,
And a final consonant.
and last letter W.
I'll start the clock. How'd you go, Jeff?
7.
7 is good. Eddie,
6.
let's have the 6.
Shined.
And your 7, Jeff?
Winched.
Well, that sounds like another good one, though.
And Jeff just winched above Eddie again. It's a good 7. Well done. Now, shined, interestingly, it is all right as a past participle in the context of shining shoes. Shoes have been well shined.
Now, what about your finds here?
Well, in fact, if they say careful what you wish for, quite surprisingly, the word unwished is here. That is having regretted a wish. So unwished is a very strange 8.
A very nicely found one, though, David. Well done. But 7 points again for Jeff. Now, Eddie, it's one of the tough things about this game. You've actually come up with some terrific words, but unless you're the one with the longer word, you don't get to score anything at all. But now, with the numbers, let's see if we can get you on the scoreboard this time. What would you like?
I have the classroom formation, please, Lily.
That's one large.
The teacher and the student, please.
Thanks, Eddie. There's one large teacher and, well, not large teacher, but...
One perfectly proportioned teacher
Yeah.
and, 5 well-behaved students.
Exactly. Our numbers 7, 8, 10, 8, 2, and the large is 25. The target to reach is 683.
Let's head there. Eddie, what did you think of those numbers?
I think I'm on it.
You think you're on it? 683?
Yeah.
Excellent work. Jeff?
Well, it's looking good for him. I'm 1 off at 682.
Well, bad luck, Jeff. So perhaps this is your moment, Eddie.
Yeah, right on. 25 times 2 equals 50.
25 by 2 is 50.
And put that aside for a second, then we'll go 8 times 8 is 64.
8 by 8 is 64.
And then 64 times 10 equals 640.
By 10 is 640.
Plus that to the 50.
Add the 50 is 690.
And minus the 7, 683.
Minus 7 is 683. Well done.
We have touchdown. Excellent work. Well done, Eddie. And what a good solution, Lily.
Fantastic. Spectacular.
Great piece of work. Spectacular achievement. You would have done it the same way, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes. Great stuff, Eddie. Very well deserved. 10 points. Eddie is on the scoreboard. He's on 10. Jeff, 37. We're heading for another break. And your word mix this time is add began, with the clue old-time musicians. Back soon.